Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're doing a deep dive into something super practical, something that can really change how you work, especially if you're knee-deep in the world of, project management, software development, all that good stuff. We're talking Atlassian integration.
Integrations, yeah.
Because who wants to be stuck toggling between like a zillion different tools all day, right?
Nobody. That's the whole point.
So, picture this. Your project management platform, your code repository, even your everyday communication tools, all talking to each other seamlessly. No more copy pasting, no more losing track of things. That's the dream, and that's what Atlassian integrations are all about.
It's about time, right?
Right. So how do they actually pull this off? Well, Atlassian has like a three-part strategy for making this integration magic happen.
Okay, hit me with it.
First off, you've got what we call built-in connections. This is where some Atlassian products are like literally made to work together. Think Jira and Confluence, old friends, right? You can link a Jira issue to a Confluence page like Snap. Information just flows, no hiccups.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it, right? It just works.
Exactly.
It's not always that simple because you've got other tools that you need to bring into the picture, right?
You got it. What about all the other awesome tools out there? That's where the Atlassian marketplace comes in, which is like, whoa, imagine a massive app store, but just for your work tools. It's got integrations for big names, Slack, Salesforce, you name it, and tons more. It's pretty mind-blowing, the sheer variety.
It's like a kid in a candy store for like project managers and devs, right?
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. But then there are those unique setups, right?
Yeah.
You need something really, truly custom, a perfect fit.
Right. You need that custom work.
That's when Atlassian APIs come into play. Now, I know API can sound kind of techy.
It can.
It can.
But think of it this way. They're like building blocks, but for software. Developers can use them to create custom integrations no matter how unique your needs are. It's like having a tailor-made suit, but for your software stack, exactly. And the thing is, and this is what I find really cool, it's not just about connecting things for the sake of it. These integrations are designed to solve actual problems that teams face every single day.
You hit the nail on the head. It's about real-world solutions. So let's dive into that a bit. What are some of the biggest ways Atlassian integrations can make a difference?
Well, let's take collaboration, right? Big one. Imagine you're connecting, let's say, Jira with a CRM like Salesforce, right? What happens? Sales teams suddenly have this direct line of sight into what's happening in development.
Oh, yeah.
No more, he said, she said, or trying to track people down for updates. It's all right there.
Streamlined communication, fewer misunderstandings, happier clients in the end, I'd imagine.
Exactly, precisely. It's all connected. And this idea of, things flowing better, that applies to workflows too, right? I mean, picture a developer. They push some code and boom.
Yeah.
With the right integration, that triggers a whole chain reaction in the testing and deployment systems, all automatic.
And no one's like manually updating a spreadsheet somewhere.
Exactly. It just works.
It just works. I love that. So it's not just about the tools talking. It's about them like working together in a way that makes everyone's jobs easier, smoother, less chaotic.
Precisely. And that leads to, well, I think one of the biggest wins of integration, unified data insights. Instead of having, data scattered all over the place across platforms, you can integrate with business intelligence tools. Mm-hmm. This lets you pull everything into one central view.
It's like having that, that bird's eye view of everything.
Exactly. No more hunting and gathering, no more piecing things together. You get that complete picture, which means you can make smarter decisions. You can track your progress in a way that actually makes sense. You can make sure everyone's on the same page, and that is incredibly powerful.
It's like having all the pieces of the puzzle laid out in front of you.
Right.
Instead of scrambling to find them.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've talked about the how and the why. Now let's get down to brass tacks. Let's talk about some real world examples. And I bet a lot of our listeners are already using some of these, maybe without even realizing their full potential, right?
For sure.
Let's start with something I think we're all familiar with, communication tools. Let's talk Microsoft Teams. Ever been in a Teams chat discussing a project, and you need to bring up a specific Confluence doc, maybe a strategy document or meeting notes? Well, with the integration, you can actually search for and share Confluence documents right there in Teams. No more tab overload, no more wasting time hunting things down.
So convenient.
Right. Huge time saver. And for all you Slack fans out there, don't worry, we got you covered. The Slack integration is just as powerful. Have you ever gotten annoyed, like you're in Slack, you get a Confluence comment notification, and you have to like jump over to Confluence just to reply?
Oh yeah, it's a pain.
Well, this integration lets you reply to those comments directly within Slack, keeps those conversations flowing, and saves you from context switching all the time.
Keeps you in the flow.
In the flow, exactly. Now, for all you amazing developers out there, let's talk about Git integration. By linking your code commits to Jira issues, you're creating this amazing detailed history of your work.
Yeah, full transparency.
Full transparency. Everyone can see who worked on what, why they made certain changes. It's a game changer for collaboration.
Yeah.
And it keeps everyone accountable.
Absolutely. And speaking of accountability, integrations aren't just for communication and development, right? They can impact broader business functions too. Let's look at IT service management.
Oh, yeah.
Integrating Jira with a platform like ServiceNow, for example. This is huge for bridging the gap between development and IT support, which, let's be honest, can sometimes feel like two different worlds.
For sure.
This integration means things run smoother, issues get resolved quicker, and you've got this much more streamlined approach to, well, keeping everything running like a well-oiled machine.
It's music to my ears. And last but not least, we've got to talk about the power couple Trello and Jira. When you combine Trello's visual Kanban boards, right, super intuitive, with Jira's robust project tracking, you get the best of both worlds.
A match made in heaven.
Seriously.
I think what's really cool about all these examples, what it really highlights, is just the sheer power of a well-connected workspace. In a world where, let's be honest, everything's becoming more and more interconnected, integrations aren't just a nice thing to have, they're mission critical, right?
I couldn't agree more.
They're essential for efficiency, for collaboration, for making sure that you can, stay agile and make good decisions, informed decisions quickly.
Absolutely. And that's the key, right? It's not just about the tools. It's about using them strategically to work smarter, not harder. Well, folks, I think that about covers it for our deep dive into Atlassian integrations. We've explored how they work, why they're so beneficial.
True.
We've even walked through some real-life examples you can apply to your own workflow.
And there are so many more integrations out there to explore.
Oh, absolutely. As always, we've just scratched the surface here, but we want to hear from you. Which Atlassian integrations have you found the most impactful in your work? Head over to our website. You'll find the link in the show notes and let us know your thoughts. We love hearing from you. And until next time, happy integrating.
1,